currently 11:10. And did I just get back from eating Buffalo Wild Wings? Yes. I have no explanation besides I'm falling off my wagon in real time. These last couple days been very much what's happening in life, you know? And so I've been trying to make sense of it all, but I think this topic is a big reason for why I've been off my wagon. This week I wanted to talk about solitude because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions regarding what solitude looks like for people. And obviously, everything is subjective, everything has its own perspective. Solitude has been made to be this trope for sadness and loneliness. And I won't lie and say that sometimes solitude does not include those things, but for the most part, it's really not like that. Like, it's very much calm, peaceful, nurturing, free. Emphasis on free. Solitude is freedom to me. I have never felt this free in myself ever. When you live with people or when you're around people so much, sometimes you don't realize how much of a mask you're putting on and how much of yourself is not actually yourself. Me moving into this apartment and being on my own has really given me a chance to be like, girl, who are you? Who is this girl? And just do things my own way and have the freedom to not wear a mask, which kind of works against you sometimes because then when you have to go outside, it's like, I gotta put this mask on, whether that's work or just going to get like groceries or something. Like, it's like you gotta put this mask on in order to, I guess, cope with the daily experiences of life. But it's also just like, I don't want to do that. And solitude has made it possible for me to really understand who Tiana is under that mask that she's been wearing for 20 something years of her life and get to the root of everything. Obviously, I've gone to therapy, I've done my own internal work with myself, I've been in relationships that have mirrored who I was in those relationships, and that has allowed me to get closer to myself in a way. But solitude is different because it's literally being isolated and being in the space of, it's only me here. So whatever I'm going through and whatever I'm feeling, I'm going to feel it 100%. That's definitely difficult because it's like sometimes you really just don't want to feel things. Like, I know sometimes I really just don't want to be so introspective because it's exhausting, it's draining. Healing requires work physically, mentally, emotionally, and all of that is draining at a certain point. So the solitude in that way has been a bit much, but I think all in all, it's been a positive experience of me getting closer to myself and me really finding peace and belonging in myself. And I think that's the most important thing to gain in life, because if you cannot be by yourself and be comfortable, you're gonna have a long road ahead of you trying to be comfortable around people who you gotta wear a mask around. Now, for what solitude has looked like for me, I mean, I think it's a blast. I think solitude has allowed me to really, really, really meet my inner child face to face and have my inner child and my adult self marry each other. And I just think it's so beautiful to experience because I've never really been able to live my inner child's wildest dreams until I was presented with solitude and I was isolated in a place that I felt extremely free in. Now that I have my solitude, I'm just super excited. I'm super goofy the goofy side of me is coming out that I always knew existed, but I felt like I never could present it because I felt like it would be like rejected or not taken seriously or not respected. And people have just always seen me as a serious person. And I'm the most least serious person I know. Behind closed doors, I'm not that serious. I am, but I'm a goofball. Like I'm a child at heart. And so in the most positive way, like I'm a child at heart and I really like to just be in my space, singing, dancing, making all of the foods and things that I love, comforting my inner child. My inner child feels comforted when I'm in solitude. The quickest healing I've ever felt in my life. Obviously, you have moments where you're just lonely. Maybe someone's going to come save you from something, but it doesn't work that way. I've learned you have to save yourself. And part of that is just learning to heal yourself, learning to get to know yourself, learning to get to know your inner child and all of the things that they desired. Coming to peace with that. When I was living with people, I was always worried or thinking about how to be a good person in their space, not how to be a good person in my own space and be okay with my own space. I just love solitude. It's not all of the negative things people have made it to be. I understand that it's a privilege. Really learn what solitude looks like for you. That's all I got today. It's a quick one. But the rest of this video is going to be clips of how solitude has looked for me and what it's included in how I've been coping with it, because there are some moments that get dark. I mean, I keep a private diary for myself of things. This is a page to be authentic to what this healing journey looks like. There's some moments that I've had with myself. A lot of it is really just me dancing and being so connected to my inner child. I love that for me. So enjoy the clips and I'll talk to you on the next video.
Yeah, so the solitude has really consisted of me dancing, 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 pointing, drinking my little kombucha, my cranberry juice, because I don't drink alcohol, but it's really just me feeling free in myself to look how I want to look, do what I want to do, all the things that I felt like I couldn't do when I was living with people, just hiding behind a mask and not being able to be my true self. So I really love it. I cook, honey. Just a little sample of the little meals we do, but it's also a lonely thing. And so we'll get to that. I don't know, I'm feeling lonely today. Like, ugh, hate that for me. I guarantee you, if you really get to know yourself, you will be obsessed.
We're starting to get loud. I don't like that for my solitude. Focus, Tiana. I'm really frazzled these days. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. But I'm a frazzled mess.